Right now, on the National Rifle Association's Under Wild Skies, a journey to the heart of Tuscany. Wing shooting, wine country, and the cuisine of Cortona. Italian adventure from field to table.
Good shot.
Under wild skies.
November 9th, a falconeri, Cortona, Italy. In the Tuscan hill town of Cortona, Italy, you'll find the vineyards of the Baracchi family. These fields of grapes go back to Etruscan times, predating Rome. The Baracchi's vineyards produce award-winning wines year after year, and their Relayan Chateau, El Falconeri, features a Michelin-starred restaurant of the same name. In Tuscany, history, even ancient history, can be found down virtually every footpath. I've come to hunt with my dear friend Noè Landini, but the hunting is just a small part of the experience of Tuscany. Food, wine, and friendships make this place like few others on earth.
This is the house of my family, and the house is made in 1600 here, but my family is arrived here in 1851. And we made the wine, the one of my families arrived here.
The Falconeri is a very special place. It's a Relayan Chateau. It's Michelin-starred. It's phenomenal. Sylvia, one of the best game cooks that I've ever dined with anywhere. And she loves doing it, and Ricardo and Benedetto hunt constantly. I mean, they took us hunting, but while we were packing up and getting ready to leave, Ricardo went out and shot a wild boar.
We are in the Monte Amiata. Monte Amiata Hills. This is the Val d'Orcia. It's the beautiful valley. This is protected by UNESCO. It's the most important valley, or one of the most important valleys in Tuscany.
Benedetto Baracchi, Ricardo and Sylvia's son, came to Landini Brothers. I just kind of felt a connection. When he comes to the United States, he stays with me. When I come to Italy, I stay with him. I buy their olive oil. I buy their wine, I sell their wine, I sell their olive oil. And now we have had the privilege of hunting their land and enjoying those traditions.
See.
Bird coming out your way. That's awesome, man.
Should have probably done a second one. We got him.
They don't want to fly it off.
I should have probably put another one in him, but I saw the feathers.
Yeah, you hit it, but it just looked a little far back.
We went out the first morning, the wind was blowing hard and it was misting rain, and the birds were running because it was so gusty. And we still, though, got into the forest and got some birds up and hit them. So it was just like a bad day in Nebraska or a bad day somewhere else as far as numbers of birds.
Non lo vedo.
No.
È quella di prima?
Penso che era quello ferito.
Yes. It didn't fly.
This is the York.
Yeah. There are no possibility for them to escape. When you have a team like this, it's a very big problematic day for those animals. Dream team and Gale Force wins. Yeah.
That was Noé's bird.
That was the bird that I initially shot. Couldn't fly anymore. At the beginning, they fly because they still have the adrenaline. The adrenaline. But after, when they touch down, they don't fly again. Yeah. And they will die somewhere. So we were lucky to find it back. If not, the fox, we get it for sure tonight. Yeah.
It was a great day to be out. The scenery was gorgeous. You're looking at castles in the distance and monasteries and old churches, and it's a breathtaking view no matter which way you turn.
They're on the other side, so shoot blue sky.
Good shot.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you,
Well done.
This is a really beautiful face.
That was a great shot, right? over the canopy.
Beautiful, good. Well.
When we are back, more pheasant hunting under the wild skies.
Next, on the National Rifle Association's Under Wild Skies, exploring the heart of the Tuscan countryside, from field to table. World-class dogs and fast-flying partridges are a wing shooter's delight. Hunting in the lap of history. Under Wild Skies.
I wonder what that red berry is.
Tony Macris is in Cortona, Italy, hunting with his old friend Noe Landini and new friends Riccardo and Benedetto Baracchi.
The hip.
Now we come back in the car,
Okay.
and we change the place for the partridge. Is more easy.
Okay.
Eh?
That's perfect.
Partridge is very good hunting.
This was fine.
The Baracchis own one of Cortona's most celebrated vineyards and have built up their family property into a relais and chateau, complete with wife Sylvia's Michelin-starred restaurant. But running a vineyard, hotel, and restaurant can be challenging, with the work never ending. So when the Baracchis can break away, you'll find them in the fields chasing upland game.
Maybe the
Okay.
Please don't shoot my
Oh, we
car.
can see it. No shooting
Hey,
in
you
cars.
don't shoot our car, please.
Now the dogs get out of the truck and point right here.
Right there.
That was fun.
We actually changed fields in the middle of the morning and went to an area where they have redhead partridge. And, you know, once again, because it's windy, ground nesting birds are not going to hang tight in the wind. They're going to run. They can't trust their senses. They can't hear.
That's pretty. Look at that. 4 dogs. That is beautiful.
We really had to dig them out before we could get them to kind of jump out, try to fly away, which made the hunt a little more challenging. But, in my opinion, I thought it was more fun that way, too. And to watch the dogs, in some instances, 3 or 4 dogs on point, that was like something I've never seen before.
Right in front of this dog.
He's dead.
I think he's dead. But I didn't shoot. Before I shot, he started jumping around.
Good is the good hunt.
Huh?
Everything around them is moving, so they don't have any real good defensive move other than to keep running. And so we got into the partridge, and a lot of them ran off. Dogs trailed as long as they could, but we got several up and bagged several, so at least you had the experience of hunting partridge in Italy.
Farina. Farina. Red partridge.
Red partridge.
You shoot in the head, actually.
This is younger. Younger the partridge. Like the vineyards, we have 2 different ecosystems. The valley, where it's more easy for walking, and where is the pheasant maybe stay in the field, on the mountain, maybe in the wood. And we have every possibility for this. This area also is very rich of wild boar and deer. We are able to organize with our person a nice time for hunting in the beautiful place.
So we leave, and once again, as their tradition, we drive to this little country restaurant. Fireplaces are roaring, and we can have lunch. And lunch is, wild boar pasta and all kinds of different meats and cheeses and good olive oil and good wine. The guns are put away and the shooting's done for the day. But just have a magnificent lunch.
We all get to sit around the table and have some wine that somebody at the table probably made, and have some cheese that somebody at the table probably made, or somebody that they know, and also get to enjoy the meat that was harvested during the hunt, maybe the day before or the week before. And that's pretty cool. When I go back to Washington, D.C. and go back to the city life, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I tried to cherish every minute of it.
Riccardo arranged a game dinner at Locanto del Molino, the local mill, and we had pheasant and pigeon crostini, all wild game. And then the meal comes out and they had a big spit and they had woodcock and pigeons and the food was just outrageous. And these people were all hunters. They've got their own dogs, they've got their own farmland, their own hill country, and they are at it the entire season.
And later, hunting the hilltops of old Renaissance towns. Wing shooting and Italian traditions from the heart of Tuscany. Under wild skies. Back at Il Falconere, Noe Landini gathers around Silvia Baracchi's table for a lesson on making pasta.
You can use this part of your
Yes.
hands, and then you must roll and press, roll and press,
Roll and press.
roll and press, massage, massage.
This is the difference between somebody who's done this 100,000 times and somebody who's done this 100 times.
While Noe's Alexandria, Virginia restaurant, Landini Brothers, is known for outstanding Italian cuisine, there's always something to learn from the Baracchis.
So,
Okay.
Sylvia, what do we have here
We
in
have
this
the-
bowl? We have, some liquid in
no,
here.
we have the wild boar,
And we have
and
wild
then I
boar
put
meat.
a sort of marinade. We have, you see, almost all the vegetables.
That's an
You see
onion.
onions, and then we have a celery,
Celery.
we have carrots, we have rosemary. we have,
Beautiful. And what is the liquid?
And wine.
And wine. What
red
kind of
wine.
wine? Red wine.
because red wine with red meat is perfect.
Yes.
But now I want
Is
to
there
prepare.
is there water in there as well?
Also mixed with
A little
water,
bit of red
yes.
wine, like
Yes.
half and
All
half,
the
maybe?
Half and half.
Half
yes,
and half,
it's perfect.
okay.
Yes. Now this one, I put this one on the marinade yesterday.
This has been in here since yesterday.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
24 hours,
Got it.
more or less.
I would
And then
pay
this way
to spend time in the kitchen with Sylvia Baracchi. Hands down, no question. This was a treat. I've always been intrigued by her style of cooking. Whenever I visit, I love to go in the kitchen and see what they're doing, see the techniques that she's implementing, finding a way to make those traditional dishes kind of have a new life with modern technique and style, the aesthetic aspect of it. They're works of art, essentially. I mean, not only are they beautiful dishes, but they're amazingly delicious.
Sure. At the end, we added the chocolate, bitter chocolate. Yes. This one is very old, traditional.
Wow,
Now-
that's so unusual. You don't hear
This
about
one is, you see,
that kind of-
vinegar.
Yes,
White or red is the
Okay.
same for this.
white vinegar, like white wine vinegar.
White wine or red wine is
Sure.
the same. It's not.
Okay, look at that. Now, if that's not a family secret, I don't know what is.
All the sugar.
That's very special.
Bravo, Noel. Very good. You see that this pasta.
Wow.
Next, on the National Rifle Association's Under Wild Skies, pheasant hunting with the Tuscan hill town of Cortona as backdrop. World-class dog work and a hunter's lunch like nothing else. Italian wing shooting at its finest. Under wild skies.
2025.